Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2. You might be confused and think that this is the same train we were riding before. It just happens to look very similar because we paint a lot of trains the same colour. This is actually the rail line over to Ladra from Zala. It's now got a passenger on it, possibly its first for the line. And this is the line where once we get to Ladra, we're trying to extend out to Idrajar. I feel like I pronounce it differently every time. But that's where we're trying to get to. And, oh, here's the opposite direction train. Has it got any passengers? No one. But we're trying to get from over here to over there. As it is now, there's no way for these people to connect with anywhere else in the map, but everywhere else is connected to each other. So this is the last frontier for our passenger rail network. But these two are getting goods and the rest of the map isn't, so maybe they're happy about that. So I've worked out how we can get from here over to there for less than $2 billion. So the first thing we're going to do is we're still going to need to have a giant bridge. There's no way around it. But we're not going to use this old style column bridge. One, because it's slow, and another, it's expensive. We're going to so if we look at the price here, $700 million for the old style bridge, $200 million for the new style bridge. Plus it lets us go faster. So that is what we're going to use to get over this crevasse. We'll put the line in on the right next to it for the other direction. And the second one is cheaper because it's like we've already got some of the bridge built. I think is the game's logic. Down here we'll put in if it'll let us. Hello, please let me put in a diamond. Thank you. Okay, it doesn't want to play friendly. What if we do this one first? I don't understand how sometimes it lets you do things and other times it doesn't. Okay, whatever. So they'll be able to cross tracks here. They'll go across this gigantic bridge. And now we need to get from here, which does require some elevation gain up to there. So this was the next bit of our challenge. So we're going to turn relatively sharp out of Idrajar station. We do need our diamond here as well. And then the first thing I did when I was testing this was, well, what if we just connect this up? So we've got the left connected there, got the left one connected over here, and I was surprised that it stuck out. It went into a bit of a tunnel, it popped back out again, a little bit of a bridge over this valley here. A relatively long tunnel then, into the bridge, and I went, you know what? That is a pretty good solution. So we're going to accept it. We'll put in the other line as well. We'll connect you up to here. And just like that, we've got all of the infrastructure in place that we'll need. It was an expensive infrastructure. I mean, we've spent $300 million. We go into our $440 million we've spent this year. Infrastructure, 405 million. There we go. That's how much we've spent on this line. Possibly some of the other stuff is getting counted as well. And most of it in a nice, amazing bridge here. I mean, it is a nice looking bridge. So, without no further ado, let's create a rail line between Idrija and Ladra. We want it to be not quite as dark green as the other one. And we go from there over to here. Look at that. We need a couple of trains for it. We're gonna copy this one. Simply because they're a lot closer. The factory to build them is just here, compared to somewhere down there. I don't even remember. We'll duplicate you. You can all get a nice new coat of paint. So now people in Ladra, they can get to Breget, which isn't next, it's way over here. They can get to Desclay, which is all the way down here. I mean, that's a long journey down here to Medno and then back, but it's possible. It's possible now for everyone to get everywhere. Some journeys, especially those in Zala, will just take a really long time. Like, these guys don't want to go to Zala yet, or Ladra. Like, nope, it's just too far. The same up here in Torca. I'm gonna guess they're similar. They got no interest in it yet. This is a busy line. I guess it connects. It's the first line that we had working, connects down that way. Makes sense. Now, the second challenge that we have is we need to get this station all the way up to this station. And that is much easier said than done. How we're going to do that is, like we've done a lot of things so far, is kind of just take a bit of a wiggly detour and get the elevation change that we need out of it that way. Oh. So we'll do that. Oh, it's not going to let us do this because of this road. But this is absolutely more important than your road. I was hoping it might let us do something like that. We can mess around here for a minute or so to see what it will actually let us do. So we can do that. We can potentially make that double flip. Let's check. Yes, we can. But we can't. Can't do anything there. It's too close. So maybe we can get this in first. Let's stop here maybe. And then you connect through to there. So now in theory, anything can get to anywhere here. It looks a bit wonky, but there we go. That's a bit nicer. So anything can get to anything here. I mean, we can just do this as well. We'll definitely make sure everything can get to everywhere. Now from in here, we need to get up there. So we're just going to do one track first. This will be passenger stuff. And this is a relatively long journey, so we want to try and keep their speeds up. So let's see if we can keep it above 200. Alright, and then if we keep going. We've got to get back over there. Oh, that's actually a long way around over that, because we're going that way. But we're peeking back out of the ground. We definitely still need to keep going up across here, because we need to clear this line. But I don't think oh, it is going to let us do that. So you can... Okay, where are you? Oop, we can go to there. There's always a way to trick the game to do what we want. Alright, let's just make this go a bit faster so we earn a bit of money a bit quicker. Because we've spent a lot recently. Now we just have to draw the second line in down here. It is a little bit frustrating, it's all underground. But that's okay. It's the alternative would have been to maybe do a full loop here. And then come up on top of the surface. Okay, who's stuck where? Trains mutually blocked. Oh, because we haven't put any signals over here. There we go, problem solved. We just needed to tell them which ways they could and couldn't go. We've got people wanting to go to Ladra, which is amazing. Oops. The only place they don't want to go is basically the other end of the line up here. And you know what? It's fair enough. It's a long way. Okay, maybe we'll bring you around to here. And then from there, that becomes fairly tight there. That's better. Go to there, and then this last section down here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's get this line in. A rail line. This is Zala to Trebizond. Max. It's a lighter, like that lighter green as well. We go from there to here. Not on that platform. That platform. Let's just check our platform up here. Made sense. It does. Amazing. Oops, that's not the right train. This guy. We're gonna clone him. Move him to the Zala to Trebizond line. Light green. Clone. So now these guys, that was the very other end of the line. Now they have a method to get there. It's not super fast, but it's not slow either. Amazing. That's all of the passenger services that we'll need for now to get all the way around the map. Got a line out around here up to Torka. From Torka you can come down to Trebizond and back up to Zala. Then Trebizond you can shortcut through Deskley down to Medno if that's the way you want to go. How far does this reach? You can't, it's not showing. We got a lot of stuff being delivered here. But only one truck doing it. It probably started out as just a, oh yeah, this will do, truck. And now he's got to do way, way, way more. Okay, that is a lot of tools and a lot of fuel. Okay, so I think that positioning is okay for tools. I think we want a second line for fuel. Let's put it on the other side. Why not? Let's give them some storage space. This is a truck line. This is Deskley fuel delivery. We'll go orange. You go from there to there. Super simple. You do need a truck on there though. Still don't have a special fuel truck. Let's go 3. Orange onto the fuel line. And this tools line. Let's tell it here now, don't pick up fuel. And there's a lot of people waiting there. You can have a second train, because you're pretty busy. And you can have a second train, because you're starting to get pretty busy. How are we going up to Talker? You're also a busy line. You can have a second train. And Talker to Pizzerno already has 2. Okay, I think that's most of the lines now with 2 passenger trains. That's a busy one, down to... They'll sort themselves out. There's a lot of oil sitting here. Do we have any better cargo yet? No. That just makes that bigger. It's not what we want. Okay, so that gets rid of all of the engines. So we can put one of these bad boys on here. And even though they're relatively primitive, they're gonna do potentially better than the other 4 were. Right, let's... No electric... Okay, well that's annoying. I guess we better fix that then. So we want to upgrade the tracks to be high speed. It's less important. But if we're going through and doing upgrades, we may as well do all of them. High-speed rail is High-speed rail is certainly not needed for the electric locomotives. This, however, is. Having overhead lines for them to get power. I don't understand how some of these do and some don't, but I'm not going to complain. Okay, so that's all blue. These are all blue. Blue means good. That's not blue. And we'll do this station as well while we're here. All right. We'll go down to train that one. What? Wait, so 2 of them have changed and 2 of them haven't? This is silly. But there is it is electrified. Like it's all electrified the whole way. Oh, why was that platform not? So it was just that platform. Awesome. So we'll just select the 3 that weren't updated for some reason. We're clicking everything. And you get one of those. And you get one of those. You get one of those. We'll paint them all black. There we go. That was more painful than it needed to be. Hopefully it helps get some of this, what do you call it? Oil out of this station. Because we've got a lot sitting there. And a lot on this line. Like, that's not a busy line. You can have a second train. Does that mean that these guys up here want a lot of food now? You do want a lot of food now. And there is some bus routes, and that's it. And that doesn't cover all of the food area. So I'll put a truck stop in on this side. It doesn't look like all of the fuel is being covered either. So let's put a fuel drop there, like right in the middle. And a food drop over there. Now, we can get a little side entrance there so that we've got a connection on this side, which lets us bring this straight down, and you can connect into there. Cool. Truck line. Talker fuel delivery. And a second one. Talker food delivery. Food will go yellow. You go from there to there. Fuel will go orange. And you go from there to there. Let's get a couple of little trucks on there. Both going to need to use these ones. Let's get 6. Put 3 on each line. 3 for fuel. 3 for food. And we should set up those lines. So the food line doesn't pick up fuel. And the fuel line doesn't pick up food. And then we'll make sure they've got some nice roads to drive on. So we should upgrade these few. Well, these buses have definitely got the short end of the stick. What about this truck line? There we go, that's all of those. Where else do we have a bus line coming up here? That way, I think. Oh, too much slope there. Okay, well, we're gonna resolve that. A little one of these. Awesome. We got a lot wanting to go that way. You can have a lot more buses then. We should just go around and check. They all seem okay. Down here in Medno, a lot at the station. Not more than a train's worth, so we'll leave them. All the passengers are relatively happy. Over here we've got no buses that are majorly queued. You're not too bad. We look up here in Breget. They all seem pretty happy. There's a lot want to go down to Medno. And I think Medno has a lot wanting to go up to Breget. Just put another train on there, just to help it out. Look up here in Idrija. But you're not getting the whole city. You need some buses. You're still a small city. So we're not going to go too crazy yet. We'll put one there. Maybe there. New line. This is a bus line. There's Idrija buses counterclockwise. And then a second one clockwise. Bright green. We're going to go counterclockwise. And then this one will go light green and we'll go clockwise. We do need a road depot over here. And we put 3 everywhere else, so we're going to stick with 3 here. Done. That will help them move about a little bit, but they want to travel everywhere. That's good. Just a bit more confidence that we have actually got everything connected everywhere. Look, these guys, they're busy. And this one, out to the rail transfer, very busy. Yeah, let's put 2 more on there. I think we're going to take the rail transfer off of the road here. What? I think we're going to put it in here. So after Kingsway, we'll say go in there, and then don't stop at Kingsway. Look at them all run in. But now in here, we can give them a little depot to sit at. Well, really, all of those are gonna... Well, if you're all gonna take out the other buildings, we'll just put the big one in. There we go. Now they've got... Wow, look at them sitting on the roof. That's pretty cool. Now there's plenty of space for them to all queue up. And all do the same action at the same time. It's not freaky at all. That might be too close to the end of the road. Do we have traffic light control yet? Since this is a big road anyway, we may as well enforce our bus lanes. These guys are just going insane for... like even internally, 1/3 of them. Wait, there's a way to drive to Idrija? How on earth do you drive there? I guess you come down here. And then you could drive to here. Well, we severed that road, but... Yeah, okay. I guess there was a way to drive there. Should probably put it back. So that if anyone does want to drive there, they can. Too much slope. Where is there too much slope? Oh, there we go. That'll do. That will do. And up to Zala. There's a lot of people want to go that way. Is there a lot up here at Zala want to... There is. You can have another train. We've still got a lot queued here. I don't know where I was going with that other than point out the blindingly obvious and that we just need some more buses on there. They are kind of interesting looking buses, at least. Where are these guys going? Oh, they're going to like wait in the waiting area. That's nice. Well, here we go. Here comes 5 buses at once. See if we can get this down anywhere sane. I just don't understand why so many people are wanting to... I mean, I do, because it's way faster than anything else. Do we have trams yet? Let's put a tram depot, because they have to be connected. Let's put it over here. Are there any trams available? There are. Tram track electric. Okay, so you've all got tram tracks. There we go. So 23, 21, but they load faster. This one drives faster though. Let's go with these ones. 4 maybe? This is a dark green line. It's the rail transfer line. Manage vehicles. I'm going to sell all of the buses. So we've just got those 4 trams now. And while we're at it, oops, the first thing we want to do, add another entrance here. Do that. It also lets us remove the tram upgrades out here. Look at that, 29. This has massively got this down. Where is he going? Just like skipped the... I skipped it. Oh well. Yeah, look at this. Less than 1 tram remaining worth of passengers. That's awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, that will really help that out. Okay, we're going up here. Still loads wanting to go to Trebuchet. Oh. Oh, we haven't put signals down yet. That's probably part of the reason why there were so many wanting to travel. And this guy down here was probably waiting as well. Yeah, 151, wow. They are massive numbers. Must have just kind of worked out before. Alright. I guess we'll follow this train. We started on some dark green trains, so we'll finish on some of them. It is a pretty nice, nice view from up here. Let's come and sit down here. We should see some trains going the opposite way eventually. Thank you very much everyone for stopping by today. I do hope you have enjoyed this episode. If you have, do consider leaving a like, subscribing to the channel. It does help out a lot. Otherwise, I'll catch you all next time. Thanks everyone. Bye for now.